Sorry for running late. We are here. I guess technically it's early, but I know I announced that we would be going live not too long ago. How we all doing? Hope everyone's doing okay, having a nice day, afternoon, or good night, wherever you may be. It is hot as hell, but 'tis summer still. I did a quick stream yesterday for Final Fantasy VII. I wanted to do a little bit longer. I had some tech issues. The issues seem to have been resolved. Also, I've been putting up some more sound installation in here, so it might sound actually pretty good on the YouTube side of things now, because I have pads, and I got like a pad back there. I might get more in the future. But yeah, I'm hoping it's going to sound pretty nice, but I did that, and yeah. Oh, hold on. But yeah, so I got all those issues out of the way and taken care of, and with the padding, it should be good now. Hopefully the sound sounds a little bit better. But yeah, so we're here for One Piece 1189, almost 1,200 chapters in. But we'll be reading off of TCB scans. We tried the other site. We were desperate. We were desperate for a chapter, but I think I prefer waiting for TCB. So unless it's like a really hype chapter or something, I'm gonna keep it waiting. But alright. Enough stalling. Let's get into this chapter. So last time we left off was a crazy ending with Luffy not looking good. Not performing anywhere near the expectation I and several others had predicted and thought about. Imu looking hell of impressive, but this begs the question, what's going on with Luffy? Because it really feels like either he needs to lock in, or he really is not at that level. And if he's not at that level, that is concerning, considering what time frame we are approaching the final part of the story in. And then furthermore, you have Loki, who seemed to do, honestly, a much better job on paper. So I am kind of curious what's going to happen here. There's been a lot of speculation, mainly from the ending, that, okay, this is not real. The main prolonging theories are it's A, Future Sight, which would be kind of cool, because there's been a lot of thoughts about how he can't use Future Sight in Gear 5 because of his Toon Madness state. So it'd be kind of neat if that becomes like a thing he can start using a lot more. And also in general, Oda using Observation Haki as he should would be nice. That's number one. Number two is apparently he learned how to clone himself, which people speculate he got from Kizaru back in Egghead Island. I mean, you know, limitless imagination and, you know, toony shit. Could he do something like that? Or like some ninja clone poof Raizo, or even like a collapsing paper thing? Sure. Oda could do that. Option 3 is kind of crazy, but I think it's more simplistic and could be showcase Luffy as he should be, which is a Yonko to be, or he is basically a Yonko, which is he took the shot, unfortunately, but he's going to muscle through. That's kind of good for me, because I think that, again, shows you that he's on that tier. Like, yeah, he let himself slip, but at the end of the day, he's muscling on through. He's going to muscle on through. And then option 4, I guess, is just, oh yeah, Luffy's actually knocked out. If option 4 actually happens, bro. Because then that leads us down a massive chain of questions, like what's going to happen with Zoro and Sanji, because they're in the middle of their fights, but it feels like Imu would just coast over there and finish them off. And then what happens to the kids, which would be the second thing. And yeah, I don't know. For option 4 to be true would be a little wild, I would think. I would think it would be just a little too much if you wanted to make that true. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. I find option 4 to be a little too improbable, but maybe we'll see. Okay. That's the main speculation. Outside of that, Killingham, Zoro, Sanji, Summers, all of their fights and speculation, especially for Sanji's part. There's a lot of wondering, but we'll get to that. Will it be in this chapter? We'll see. So I did kind of spoil myself there. So we are going to pick up with Luffy, thank goodness. But let me read the chapter cover. All right. So yeah, links in the description of the stream. So for you VOD gang, go check it out there. If you're watching live, in the chat, pinned, we are reading 1189 of King of the World. One Piece, King of the World. I mean, that's an Emu chapter title, so that's gonna be Blaze. We have Nami with 3 monkeys over here, which is Sanji, Luffy doing the Gear 5 pose, and Zoro. I guess they're bandaged and bleeding, and Nami's fear is like, damn, you ruined like clothes and whatnot. Cover request by Tosaki Zo. The 3 proverbial wise monkeys sit in Seiza as Nami lectures them for their yeah. Say nothing, see nothing, hear nothing. I think there's like another one, but those are like the primarily mythical fable monkeys you hear about in a lot of Japanese and I think Chinese storytellings like Sekiro and whatnot. Say nothing is Zoro, see nothing is Luffy, hear nothing is Sanji. Right. And also, someone brought up during the Reverie that I watched, good Reverie, that these cover requests by these people's names, which, are probably not their real names, clearly, but a lot of us, including myself, thought that these names, oh, hey, welcome to stream, Sherm, Sway, I'm just gonna say Sway, because I'm a dumbass. Hello, welcome to stream. Is it true Luffy was not able to defeat Imu? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out in this chapter, so no spoiling. I think it's gonna either be muscling through or future sight. If it's cloning, fine. But I'd rather him muscle through or future sight because I think that's better for his rep. But we'll see. But yeah, so Zoro is say nothing, Luffy is see nothing, Sanji is hear nothing. This is apparently a request by a real person. Like many of the other weird cover requests, they are in fact real people because apparently on Japanese social media, you can actually look up and they're saying, they actually took my cover request, which is crazy. It's like, damn, do I have to get like a Japanese Twitter account or something and then be like, Oda, have NL come back down for cover request? I don't know. But yeah, apparently these are real people. Okay, first page. Let's find out if Luffy got fucking neg-diffed. Luffy coughing, bleeding. Luffy after just 1 hit from Imu, which, narrator, you don't have to do that shit. I mean, technically, it's a 2-shot if he is knocked out because he got punched by that omened Culverin thing, and then he got gored by the Void Sword, but we'll see. Imu looks, I think he's like thrusting him to a branch. Yep. Jesus, Luffy. If this is not Future Sight, which right now it's not looking like Future Sight, it's either gotta be my muscling through, well, I say mine, but hopefully muscling through, which I prefer, or cloning, Looney Tune shenanigans, because, again, if Luffy loses, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna be doing then with this arc, we're wrapping up this arc with, but damn, yeah, no, this is an intense injury right here. So he got impaled. The tree's impaled. I wonder, is he gonna like absorb the tree? Because that's what happened last time. Usopp. Observation? Oda, did you finally remember that Usopp has observation haki that he has not been using for the longest time? Also, is this some Usopp stock again, like trickling up? Is it like slowly rising? What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What? Huh? What's wrong, Usopp? It's Luffy. I'm just worried if he's gonna be all right. What? Why are you being so ominous all of a sudden, bro? Oh, remember his observation haki. I hope that's what this is. I really do. I really do. Of course he'll be fine, Nami says. Jinbei, don't forget, his opponent swiftly defeated a large giant Nami. I mean, let's not glaze too much of the giants, but yes, yeah. Well, he's probably referring about Loki, but yeah. I mean, again, if he loses, like, that's crazy, because, like, I genuinely don't know what's going to happen to these Straw Hats. Loki, Ragnar, Jinbei, chilling. Hey, Fishman. Who the hell are you saying he defeated? All I can say for sure is that Luffy's haki suddenly weakened just now. Blackbeard, haki sensing over here, his haki weakened? Oh, you're so inconsistent with characters sensing haki. I wish you were more consistent. All right, double page spread. Gonna look over here. There. She's completely thawed out. You know what? Damn, that was quick. Princess Shuri. We shouldn't warm her up too quickly. Oh yeah, true. That's skin nerve damage, whatever. Don't worry. I don't have any body heat. What happened back then? Tell me about that. It is you, isn't it? Question her like crazy. Her hair is still long. It's still pretty long, so I guess she did in fact have long hair. I'm gonna get all the questions for the stream later. So if you got any chatting stuff, just leave it in the chat, and I'll get to it after we're done reading. Ragnar, squeak. Stay back. Don't get in the way. Oh, I was like, wait, can Ragnar talk? Like, for real, for real? No, I guess that's Brook. Like, Ragnar's like, hey, woo, woo. Stay back, don't get in the way. Squeak, squeak. Brook, are you good here? If things get scary, yo, Usopp and Jinbei have been saying a lot of crazy shit. Like, oh yeah, don't worry. If she moves, we'll finish her off. You're not finishing her off. You're really not. But, sure, Usopp. Harajin. We're going too fast. Oh, he's healed, recovered. Rowing with Gerd as well. Oh, I was like, wait, who's this? Oh, that's Loki. So Loki's like, eh. And they crash into him. Oh, but I guess Chopper guarded Gerd. Also, nice shot. Sure, Oda. So guard point guards Gerd, but meanwhile Harajin and Loki get absolutely fucking hit by the ship. What are you guys doing here? Harajin, Gerd, Chopper. Aw, thank you, Chopper. You're so cute and reliable. You know what? This also, I guess, another way of scaling his guard point. It's been a minute, I feel like, since we really seen it in use, but his guard point is actually fairly big. It's pretty damn big. Praise like that doesn't work. Make me happy or anything, you jerk. There we go, of course. I need to hurry. Loki, let me see those wounds. He was already in a bad state. Now it's even worse. There's blood everywhere. This is really bad. You guys will make my injuries just worse? Why did you even come here for? Harujin. Actually, this is a good question. Like, what is Harujin gonna do here? Harujin, it's a waste for you to make a stand here. Go back up Loki. But the kids. I mean, yeah, I feel like he should have backed up them against the kids. Like, why can't he, like, do some crazy Gungnir? Because the main theory has been, like, he's probably going to unlock Conqueror's Haki because of his dad. Probably. So why can't he do some Gungnir open-palmed fist against, like, the water entity? But apparently Oda said, nah, you're not built for this. But he's built to go back up Loki, I guess? Go back up Loki, but the kids. Even if we had rescued the children, it'd be just a temporary retrieve. Their goal is totally to subjugate Elbaf by force. Do you really think this is a position they just decided at the Reverie? Okay. Fallbeard's smart, I guess. I'm sorry, Mountbeard. That can't be the whole story, right? That man is likely at the heart of this. That man, he says. That man. Is he referring to... Loki? Or not Loki. Emu? Shamrock? He's referring to someone. Loki, do you have any idea who this guy is? Yeah, sort of. I'm gonna say it's Emu. The distance is on fire with a battle raging because of Emu. You can actually see a portion of the forest is gone from the Void Sword. Is he pulling out another sword? Another, like, real sword? Oh, my God. Can't believe this. It seem thou art unable to move. Pulls out a straight sword. This sword feeds on life force. Wait. What about the other one? What does the Void do? And, like, wait, what? That wasn't feeding on life force? That was, like, destroying things? What the fuck? Oh, now I want to know what these swords do. Yo, Enma right now needs to move the fuck aside, because apparently he's got, like, a collection of swords. How many slashes can thou endure before piercing? Dude, he's got so many fucking stacked shit. 900 years, but... Monkey D. Luffy. He actually says his whole name. Is his sword black? No. It looks partially like a black blade, but I think that's because of the fire and whatnot. Monkey D. Luffy. Such a detestable name to Mu. I assume it's the D. And yet thou hast 2 elder siblings who go by different names. Okay, I mean, yeah. Uh-huh. Are you thinking about that a lot, Emu? Interesting that we're bringing that up here. But, yeah, so Emu just has a bunch of weird-ass swords. Okay. A brother slain by the Navy, he says, and points at a tree. And the tree, I can't tell the difference between the Void Sword and what this sword's doing. Because it looks like the same thing that happened in the last chapter, where he just points and, like, the tree just basically disintegrates. But he's saying this sword feeds off of life force in particularly, so does, like, the Void just destroy things at, like, a, I don't know, like a subatomic level or whatever, like ash to ash? But this one is, like, eroding it away into him. So, like, can he, like, heal himself with the sword like Kurapika in that one chain? Oh, no. So that's the case. Yo, Luffy, you're extra fucked then. And so far, I'm not seeing any muscling through. In fact, Luffy's like... Yo, Luffy, you're supposed to be a Yonko right now. What the fuck? Excuse me? Come on, man. Let's, hop 2. What happened to that Conqueror's Hockey Bloom shit? Please? So he's getting pierced, tired, no future sight, no cloning, no muscling through. This sword is draining a branch. And the other is a prominent member of the Revolutionary Army. Oda, what are you doing? I mean, unless Luffy's genuinely just gonna muscle through these attacks. Like, everyone mentioned, like, yeah, the Karakuri spear kind of meant nothing because he just kept fighting and his hole is just gone. There's not like some Ukiura Ichigo hole through him. It's like the aftermath where it just fixed. It's gone. But it's like, this should be either death or just fucking absolutely getting, like, a grievous injury. Like, Whitebeard over here. And maybe he's gonna do some Whitebeard shit where he's just gonna muscle through. But it's like, really? Really? And this sword absorbs life force. This one that he's using, apparently. So it's like, is it gonna be like Crocodile and just, like, takes, like, his energy away? So in a way, he's, like, triple fucked. Yeah, I don't know. Like, right now, these swords are looking fucking nasty. What is this? Frag arc? Whatever that is. I was gonna say for like Fragger, like Eisen's name. Fragark. That's probably like Swedish or something for I don't know, something like that. What an ill-mannered trio of siblings. He's talking about siblings. Joy Boy related info, maybe? Him and Joy Boy? Like, were they the Ace and Sabo or Ace and Luffy of their generation? Does that mean Davy was their Sabo? Luffy obviously is Joy Boy. Emu is Sabo or Ace. And Davy is either one of the other ones. Is that what's going on here? I did think that could be possible, but... I also said something similar for Rox and Roger, but that didn't really pan out either, so... Let me not get ahead of myself. What an ill-mannered trio of siblings. He must be the one that we spoke of. Hui? That's Loki and Emu, or Loki and Harujin. Red-haired mentioned him back then. Red hair? Red hair. Wait, he knows? I mean, of course he knows. With this ability, I'll make sure Pops and those soldiers have no regrets. Yeah, what happened to your soldiers that you did take with you, though? Like, what happened to them? Loki, Gabon, Shanks, Mountbeard. So we're getting a little bit of a flashback segment here, so this is going to be important. Hold on, Loki. I know you're angry, but you can't do that now. What are you talking about, red hair? Are you really going to stand in my way when I want payback from my dad? I considered Harold a friend. I like nothing better than to avenge him too. This might feed the idea that Shanks and Loki maybe didn't have a real confrontation. Ooh, some negative Shanks stocks might be coming our way. We'll see. But you have to think clearly. The government has just attempted to take over Elbaf. Your priority should be to prepare for war. Huh? A full-on war with the world government? That's not what I have in mind. This is more personal. Dad and those men have regrets I need to lay rest. That's interesting that Shanks is saying, yes, we must have war. Because he's been such a negotiator, a conflict resolution dude. But he is saying that, yes, war is coming. He is getting ready for war. I'm talking about revenge on the ones responsible. And just who was that? Who is your target? All those world government bastards. The one who tried to use Harold is the king of the world. So Shanks knows. He knows. But even though he only got a shallow covenant, so how the fuck did he find out? Did Pops, like Garling, say, hey, boy, welcome to the club. Y'all, here's your shallow tattoo, but don't worry, soon enough, the great one, I mean, the king of the world, I mean, nothing. He'll give you a great honor, because just like your bro over here, Shamrock, you're going to move up the ranks like that. Like, is this something along that note? Also, is this Oda, again, stacking the deck, where it's Emu's responsibility that the world is the way that it is? Therefore, the Celestial Dragons shouldn't get the brunt of the payback? Oda, if you're doing that, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna be happy about that, Oda. What are you saying, Shanks? The world government has no sole ruler. I'd contradict everything they stand for. That's crazy because you've been around for like almost 400 years. So for him to say that's like What? How? Nah, they do. They do. Hey, Shanks, it's okay if you don't believe me. If there's a secret king, I can just take his head and be done with it. Apparently not. Apparently not, Loki. Even if you make it to the Holy Land, the king's power is immeasurable. And that's if you can even make it there. There's someone who managed it once. I assume we're talking about Rox, which even he was like, hey, I'm not ready. I'll be back. And his wife, Eris, even says, when he gets Dami'd Reverse Eye, so you weren't ready after all. Implying that Shanks, Rox, and a lot of these other guys that know of Emu's existence, they know he's powerful. They know he's powerful, which begs the question on current Shanks. Some Shanks negative stocks are potentially coming our way. I'm gonna have to check out the Cole stream later, which I know I'm pretty sure he's streaming now. Yeah, yeah, he is. I'll probably peep in, because by the time I'm done, he'll probably still be reading and or just getting done. We'll probably talk about something with like Shanks. Like, Shanks is queen. I don't know, man. I don't know, because right now it looks like the whole Shanks negotiating with Loki rather than fighting might have been the case. And furthermore, some Shanks Emu glaze. Like, he's talking about Meruem. The king has immeasurable power. I don't know. Yeah, it's a young Shanks, but I don't know. Anyway, yep. Talking about Rox, that strikes a chord with Loki. We don't need to rush into this fight just yet. That also could be something why he's been waiting all this time. He wants to fight Emu, but he's not ready. Which is saying something because he has supposedly the Joy Boy hockey thing where it's like turning off stuff. But that could be another reason why. But we'll find out soon. Hopefully after this arc, Loki's going to tell us where Shanks is, or supposedly is. I'm hoping Lodestar, and we'll see where we go from there. Shut it already. You don't get to boss me around. I don't care where this prick's hiding. I'll destroy everything in my way. Shanks thinks. Mountbeard, don't do anything stupid, Loki. Those few years I left the country, I wasn't even able to make it to him. Yeah? Did he fail to go up to the whole... Oh, okay. Now this is interesting. Did he not get up there? They're like, what? Did an admiral fucking stop him? No way. That would be crazy. That'd be crazy. If the king of the world really has come out to play, this is the perfect chance. You're so simple-minded. What you say? But I have no objections in that case. I'm going to take him down. Our father's enemy. No offense, Harujin. No offense. He's like two-shotting Luffy right now. You know, you're going to get probably a Conqueror's Hockey Bloom shit, too. I have basically... Oh, also, he's like maybe missing an eye now. That's kind of neat. He's like, Odin. But I've resided myself to that fact that he's probably going to get a Conqueror's Hockey Bloom. Because of his whole lineage. But even if he gets a Bloom... Is that really going to matter against Emu? Because again, like, Emu is like fucking piercing Luffy like it's a game of darts right now. Listen. I don't know, Arjun. I don't know. I mean, you can try. You can run. But that's even crazier. Like, Luffy needs a tag team of Harujin and Loki all injured just to do anything against Emu. Like, fucking Christ. So then, unless Shanks is that much stronger than Luffy, which, I mean, it could feed some agendas, there's a genuine good chance now that Emu might be the strongest person. For now. Alive. This is an unreal conversation, Jinbei says. Yo, why don't you step the fuck in there? Also, because now that I guess Gunko is freed, there's no fighting going on, which, if that's the case, Oda, send Jinbei to the water god. Send him to the rain goddess. Have him deal with her. Please. But yeah, I guess because there's no conflict with her, it's like, Jinbei, you gonna do shit? This is unreal conversation. Also, because I guess Loki's still up, or is up. Ragnar and Usopp, probably not gonna happen. If the world has a king, then what role do the 5 elders serve? Advisors. Nami, advisors. Brooke, I just told you not to get in my way. Chirp, 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 chirp. He says he froze her because she's dangerous. Oh, right. Chopper's here now, so we can actually finally communicate with Ragnar. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Chopper communication skills. Now talk to Biblo after this, though. Please. Huh? You're the one who froze her? Well, she may be indeed a dangerous person. I assure you, it's not her fault she was being controlled. This girl is like a daughter to me. There it is. Very nice, Brooke. And then Ragnar. Chirp. Thinks about it. Also, Robin's here? Where are the Straw Hats are gaining up. Someone did say, like, are we going to have an Oars moment? That would be not. But instead of Zoro and Sanji, we're going to have, what, Loki, Harujin, substitute as Zoro and Sanji, and the other Straw Hats are going to participate in this? To what? Buy Luffy more time? He ate a gargantuan amount of food. He even said, I'm at full power. Like, what else do you need? I don't know. Sounds like there's a lot of interesting things going on here. Robin. Chopper, I want you to come to the library, right? Okay, well, maybe that... we might be getting Biblo. Saul, howdy. Next is... Oh, we have an axe. I don't have an axe. Oh, God. He has a fucking axe? So he has swords. He has knives. He's got cannons. He's got pole arms. He's got axes. He's just a weapons master. All right. Next is... Oh, my. The tree's not absorbed yet. So I guess it's not fully absorbing, maybe? Or is it like a sea stone effect where it's like making him even weaker? Apologies, but this is the next blade thou must suffer. It's like a weird like roulette wheel he's doing, like, and the next blade is... Oh, it's this one. I haven't used this guy in a while. Like Kite. How unfortunate. The third one is up. Xingtan. Xingtan. That's a Chinese axe right there, if I ever heard it. So some crazy looking axe over here. Kratos style. Xingtan. So he's gonna like chop him up now. I mean, again, I don't know how Luffy's not already dead. Main character status, I guess. Dude, this is insane. There is no cloning, no teleportation, no future sight. This is real. We're actually seeing Luffy get fucking fatherized. Meanwhile, Loki, who was injured, put up a much better fight. That really rubs me the wrong way. It's like, really? Then we really might have to scale Loki differently then. Fuck. But then that also goes to say Loki's not joining the crew. But, hey. Alright. Zoro's fight. Sea Cloud Port, Western Village. So on the giant ship that Summers and Zoro are at. He's already in King of Hell? Wait a minute. You're off screening the fights. Of course you are. Oh my god. Come on, man. Alright, so the anime's gonna have to pick up the fucking slack. Ah, damn it. Really? Really? Alright, so when I said, like, hey, are we gonna get chapters dedicated to these fights? Probably not. We're gonna get, like, half chapters at best. Oh, damn it. I really wanted fights for these. God. Like, full fights. Ugh. King of Hell, 3-sword dragon, 103 mercies. What's that one again? I forget. I forget what technique that is. Gabon, unleashing. What the fuck? Since when? Wait a minute. Time out. Flag on the play. Hold on. Flag on the play. What the fuck just happened here? Did this motherfucker get a hockey loan? Did Emu sign over a hockey loan? Where was this Conqueror's hockey or hockey in general? I mean, like, I guess we don't know if it's fucking King's hockey. Even though King said it was King's hockey, whatever. But like, presumably Zoro's trying to learn and master his King's hockey. That's like part of his fighting here. But Summers is matching that flow. He's matching that energy right now, implying he might be using King's hockey. But where the fuck was that? Because Gabon said for the longest time, we've never fought any of the Holy Knights over his many years of journeying that had King's hockey. Now, obviously, Shamrock now probably has it. But slightly confirmed that Summers doesn't have Conqueror's hockey. Therefore, meaning, is the Omen Ring also giving them a hockey buff? Like, oh god, the hockey not tax thing. Oh my god. Brother, oh no, Oda, you're scaring me now with these hockey loans. These hockey loans, man. I don't know, Oda. This could get into some dicey territory shit. So yeah, Zoro does King of Hell, his dragon thing. Summers does like he's Dorian Bragi over here. So his sword vine thing clashes with his dragon damnation. Is that the same shit he used against King? I'm gonna have to look that up. Graham? Wait, Graham? The sword thing that Emu did? Graham? Really? Dude, is Emu... Okay, so Emu's just lending out his arsenal. He is lending out his arsenal. Okay, so kind of like how he possessed Gunko, and there was a hockey wave there, too. Okay, he's just lending these motherfuckers scraps of his power. I cannot believe that. So, wow, if Luffy ever does get something of his own equivalent to that, Cats could just be using fucking Conqueror's hockey. Oh, okay. That's terrifying. 800 years ago, the 19 kings who forged our world made a vow of equality. They placed their swords all around the empty throne to mark that oath. Oh, there was a theory on this. So, are all these weapons, they all represent one of the 19 kings? So, Emu has a sword. I assume it's the Void Sword, because Emu, Mu, Void. But that also goes to show you Nefertari Lily did not place a sword there, because they said, fuck that shit, we out. So, all of those swords are like a weird... Was that like a prototype Abyssal Covenant Pact? Is that something similar? Something similar to like the Covenants? Or... Dami Reversai, like he has another thing, like if you pledge fealty to him, like he can get something of yours and boost his own power? Oh, damn, dude. Emu's disgusting. Emu is genuinely disgusting. So all of those weapons are indeed the family heirlooms of the 19 families, marking one of them also as his own. Wow, that's crazy. Swords, axes, which we do see an axe up there, so that's probably the axe that we see here. Okay, wow. So yeah, people sniped that theory. Good job, guys. Good job. Zoro struggling. Oh, yep, there it is. Toho, the Void Sword. Buho, Nemesis, Graham, Longinus. What? Longinus? The spear that supposedly stabbed Christ? There's a spear up here? Where? There's a spear or like some kind of like pole arm up here? Whoa. Oh, yo, Emu, bring that shit out. Bring that shit out. Longinus. Stigma, right. Muramasa. What? Oh, no. We're going to do some crazy shit with his arsenal. There's a Muramasa blade up here? Oh, my God. Oh, my good heavens. What's next? Excalibur is going to be up here, too? That's insane. He's got the good shit up here. Yo, honestly, yo, the 12 Supreme grade blades right now, kind of looking a little shitty. These the 19 Ultra grade King blades over here. Ugh. The 19 Ultra graded weapons here. Ooh, looking really good. Yeah, like, oh man, can you imagine? Yoru is one of those blades. Oh, man. Oh, the Mihawk fans. I don't know. I don't know if they would love it or they would hate it. Anyway, so... Okay, so wow, he's got 19 weapons to use. That's... God damn. The 19... What the fuck? They actually have a rank? Yo, fuck the Supreme Grades! They're... Oh, dude. The Sword fan, Zoro fan. Oh, my God. Tashigi fan somehow... They're all going to lose their minds. They're going to lose their minds. They have another fucking rank above Supreme Grades? The 19 World Grades? The 19 World Weapons? Okay. I mean, it's dope, but it's like, Oda, it's too late in the game. You barely give the 12 Supreme Grades time to shine outside of SBS's. You're making another rank of weapons? Oda, it's almost 1,200 chapters in. What the fuck? Oh, but I mean, fuck, that is kind of cool though. It is. But Mihawk fans, yo. You might have to wrap it up. You might have to wrap it up. Shit. They were all laid to rest there. Did Zoro get fucking flung? I know Zoro's injured. I get that. I do. Okay, these Omen power-ups are legit. Yeah. Oh, and his sword... His sword is extra long because Graham's... I think Graham is the technique that he used as a stretching thing. Interesting. Oh, okay. So can he choose? Or if 19 of the weapons are to represent the family, is Graham the Shepherd family's weapon? Interesting. I'm going to say, yeah, that probably is the case. So he's using Graham because that's his family's heirloom. Probably. So then Killingham is going to probably use like a gradient. Oh, don't tell me it's Longinus. If it's Longinus, yo, Sanji. Ooh, on some coup shit from Fate. Gabold. Yo, Sanji. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, Zoro right now is getting fucking flung back. So yeah, Sanji, be careful, man. Because if his true glaive weapon spear thing is Longinus, But yeah, he probably is using Graham because that's his family heirloom. I kind of like that. But guess what? When the Great One revived us with Omen, he granted us access to them. Dude, this is a fucking nasty power-up, man. I'm not lying. Their power is a legend that lives on through the great houses. On some fucking Song of Ice and Fire over here. Get it? Roanoa Zoro. Does Zoro say, I'm going to take one of those? I mean, the Shodai, is should be Ethan Bam. Well, oh, man. That's weird now. Hold on. Because if that's the... If that's the case, oh, you're making this so much more complicated now. If the 19 families that went with Imu up to the Holy Land 900, 800 years ago pledged their fealty and then bequeathed their weapons upon his throne, on again some Game of Thrones shit, what's the Venus Van Joro family weapon? Because supposedly the idea is that he has Shodai, but he carries that shit. So is that not his family weapon? So then if Zoro does fight Ethan Van Joro, he's going to be like, ugh, this fucking blade, it sucks. Throws it to the side. Let me show you a real blade. And pulls out some, like, crazy katana. Like, this is the Magnus Opus sword. It was said that my great ancestor, the first Van Genus, could cut down heaven and earth. But then Zoro's like, nah. It doesn't matter what the sword is. It matters how the user uses it. And then he goes and picks up Shodai. I'm basically writing a fanfic for you guys right now. I guess it has to be the case. Because why does he carry around the weapon, but the families put their weapons on the throne? Meaning he probably has a different weapon. A family weapon. Okay, dude. This is dope, but at the same time, I feel like it's a last-minute kerfuffle. Oda is, like, introducing here, but it's kind of cool. Zoro, this is the power that reigns over the world. All right, so we saw Zoro. All right, Sanjino. No, not Sanji yet. Oh, the blade shrinks. Like Genichimaru. Oh shit. So yeah, this is going to be an extending sword. This is the weapon of my house, Shepherd Graham. Alright, what's killing hams? If it's Longinus, yo, Sanji, wrap it up, buddy. Wrap it up. Brother, it's over, Sanji, it's over, dog. Listen. Buddy, I don't know what to tell you. Oda just said basically you lost. Seriously? The fucking spear that pierced Christ? Jesus? Sanji, it's over. It's over, bud. It's over. That's insane. He has Longinus. I mean, so this spear is going to be nasty. I mean, they're all nasty, but like... like, is it literally impossible to miss? Again, like, kind of like Gaybolg from Fate. Is it like an auto-tracked? Like, once I thrust this, no matter what, it will always land on you. So Sanji's going to have to do some crazy speed blitzing or whatever. Oh, dude. These fights are hopefully now going to be nasty. But again, it's just insane that his Omen power-up, which he can give out to multiple people, and he's, by the way, I guess, fine. Like, Imu's like, yep, still kicking this guy's ass over here. He can do all this power-up shit, and he's fine. He's genuinely that fine. Now, the Omen contracts, can he not give them out to anyone that hasn't pledged fealty, like the 19 families? So that's like a different contract compared to the Abyssal contract. Like, in theory, Garling, Harold, if he stayed the course, he wouldn't get one of these weapons. Probably not. Dami Reverse Side Giants or whoever, they couldn't get these weapons. It's probably only the God Knights who are descendants of the great houses. So, oh, dude. Oh. What is the Figureland family weapon? Because, obviously, Shanks has Griffith. Unless he stole that shit. Oh, that... Unless he stole his family weapon. That would actually be crazy. Like, I'm taking this shit back. It's ours. You disgraced the name Figureland or whatever. I don't know. Shamrock has Cerberus. Garling, do we know his weapon? I think there was an SBS that came out, right? About his weapon. I should look this up later. But I'm going to type it in real quick. Garling sword. What's his sword called? I imagine it's probably one of the 12, too. But right now, 12 looking extra shitty. Garling's trademark weapon is a large double-edged straight sword with a circular golden knuckle guard. A hilt that's wrapped in purple leather, and a wire. Doesn't have a name. All right. Yet. But he probably also wouldn't be able to wield his family heirloom weapon like that. Probably not. So the Figureland family also have a sacred weapon. I almost want to say sacred treasure. Fuck, man. That's crazy. Yo, Longinus looks... It looks dope. It looks hella dope. It looks way better than whatever that weird trident shit, which he barely fucking used at all. Meet the weapon of House Rim Shifu. Rim Shifu. I'm gonna call him the House Rim. Longinus. Sanji, get ready, dog. Get ready. Get ready. And again, he has an axe, so some family had an axe. Thou shalt be honored to death by the arms that constructed the very world. Luffy, do something, man. Something happens. Wow, people also said this. I can't believe this. So Luffy is getting everybody, man. He's getting every opportunity. Wow, so that food shit really meant nothing. That food powering up meant jack squat. That's good to know, Oda. That's really good to know. He's getting Gabon up in this shit too? Alright, Gabon, whisper into Luffy's ear. Whatever the fuck the secret is, man. Like, come on. Because apparently he needs it. He needs it. He needs it. Whisper in his ears. The secret to the ultimate Haki to defeat this man. It lies in here. I don't use my head, boy, when I make this arrow move. I use my heart. Something. I don't know. Because right now, it's like, I don't know what Luffy needs, man. I don't know what he needs. It has to be, I guess, the King's Haki, or maybe Voice of All Things, something. Because right now, it's like he's gonna get Gabon. It looks like Loki and Harujin are gonna join in. Potentially Jinbei, Usopp, Nami, maybe Brook, Chopper. Although Chopper and Robin are apparently going to go back to the library, which means Biblo, which, okay, fair. But it's like, he's about to get like an entire team assist right now. But the food shit should have mattered a little bit. Damn, that's crazy. Wow. So he's not out, but it is option 4. It is option 4. Luffy genuinely got smoked and rolled. Alright. That's kind of weird to me, Oda, but okay. Okay. To be fair, Imu's got some crazy shit up his sleeves, even more so. But nonetheless, Gabon comes in with his legendary axes himself, but they are like trifled in comparison to this big-ass axe that Imu wields. One-handed axes versus a two-handed axe over here. Just, but that's cool. That is cool. We don't see a lot of axe combat in this story. So he blocks. Haki Pulse Wave. Gabon, Imu staring each other down. The left wing of the Pirate King has arrived. I'm surprised he's not going to go save his son. Almost like Oda's doing some weird shit here. Like, it's interesting, but at the same time, it's like, Oda, if you're gonna have characters go and convene somewhere, certain characters should be in other places. Like, hey, Jinbei, go to the Rain Goddess. Usopp, why don't you do some marksmanship against Imu? Gabon, why don't you go help out with your son right now? You know, like, if you're gonna have characters move, fine, just make it make sense. You know, because I feel like other plot points these characters should be caring about more, but I guess Gabon's having faith in the Giants to get the kids back, because Harujin left, Chopper's gone. Sanji's dealing with Killingham. So, if he beats him, I guess it will be gone, supposedly. But it's like, you know, maybe someone else should be there, but okay. Oh, there's a break? Oh, no. We just got back from a break. Oda, what? We just got back from a break, Oda. We just got back. Come on, man. Oh. Alright, we have a break. Alright, yeah. All the legendary weapons that we know so far. Yeah, and this is from the cover page. Speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil. Yep, yeah. I thought there was a fourth one, but maybe I'm wrong. The three monkeys on the cover are Mizua, Kizaru, and then Ikazaru. Speak, see, hear. Longinus, yep, the spear. Said to have impaled Jesus Christ during the crucifixion. Kanji reads, Spear of Holy Life. Gram, the sword used by Sigurd, used to kill the dragon Fafnir in the Norse mythology. Kanji, Sword of Rage. Yep. Okay, here we go. So the Zinganten, a headless, axe-wielding Chinese god who persists over the fighting of the supreme deity even after his own decapitation. Alright, some weird Chinese shit. Okay. Kanji reads Divine Executioner Axe. Dope name, though. I like that. I like that more than Xingtang. Divine Executioner Axe. I like that. Others. Fargarch. A magical sword of... Oh, Irish. Oh. A magical sword of Irish mythology. Kanji reads Sea God Sword? So is it? Oh, is it like some sea stone shit? Oh, fuck. Tohafu Wabu. Oh, that was all one. Oh. The formless void which God formed the universe from in the Hebrew mythology. Yo, that's... Alright, so Oda's flexing his mythology shit in his swords. Very cool. I can appreciate that. But that's probably Imu's. That's probably Imu's family sword, because Mu is another way of saying void. So, I have to imagine that's his family sword. Nemesis, Kanji reads, Sword of Heavenly Punishment. Stigma, Kanji reads, Sword of Hatred. Muramasa, the legendary Japanese swordsmith. Yep. Holy shit, there's a lot in this chapter, which is great. But at the same time, I'm like, Oda, a break? You just got back. Alright, let me read through some comments and we'll think about some stuff and then we'll probably call a stream. God damn, Oda? Really? He's really that fucked? He's really that fucked to where people gotta come in and help him? Oh, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. So yeah, we gotta re-rank Imu, we gotta re-rank Luffy, and I guess Loki. Shit. Oh, god damn it. I see Lupin's in the fucking chat. Oh no. Oh no. I already know where this is going. Oh no. Alright, so anyway, let's go through the chats again. So Sway, again, hello, welcome to the stream. If you had anything to say, now would be the time. Is it true that Luffy was not able to defeat Imu? I guess. Yeah. It looks like Luffy got fucking low diffed here. As crazy as that sounds, it looks like he got fucking low diffed. So yes, Sway, it doesn't look in fact that Luffy was unable to defeat Imu as of right now. Adharin, it would be more impressive if others in Wano didn't detect Luffy with his life force. Almost a late fee for Usopp. Yeah, like, in a way, it's nice that it's Usopp because, one, Usopp and Elbaf do something. But then, two, it's also nice because Usopp's observation haki has just plummeted off the face of the earth, which is a lot of Oda's shtick with observation haki with characters. But it's like, what was the point even give it to him then in Dressrosa? And the fact that he didn't use it in Wano Country at all, which is fucking crazy. In fact, there was a negative feat for Usopp. He had to use a pair of binoculars to spy on Onigashima. Oh, it's fucking trash. It's like, really Oda, you gave him Conqueror's Haki, or Conqueror's Haki, woohoo, not yet, observation haki. Have him use it, or have him like slowly develop it, for God's sakes. But I guess just like Zoro, and I guess kind of like Luffy, maybe even Sanji too, I guess the crew are just bad at developing their haki. I guess so. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I agree. It's nice, but at the same time feels a little too late. Lupin, so it seems, exists a level superior to the Saijo Wazamoto for swords. I guess so. So Yoru, the greatest blade in the world? False. Wrong. You're wrong there, Tashigi. Come on. Where's the dialogue? She literally says, it's the greatest sword in the world. I can't find it. No. But yeah, she basically like hypes that sword up like, yes, that is the greatest sword in the world. Apparently not. We have world grade weapons now. World grade. World class weapons. So, Mihawk fans, how you feeling right now? Because you could say, oh, this is a Mihawk W. I don't know. These weapons seem now like they're cut above the rest. They're their own thing, which is crazy because it's like there's more of these weapons than there are supreme grade blades. One. Two, we're literally seeing that these blades are doing some extra funky shit, kind of like Emma, which is also kind of crazy. Three, if Shanks does not have his family grade weapon, and they still fought to a draw with Yoru, it's like, fuck, man, Yoru looking extra trash then. Because this might also go again into that Zoro conversation. If Zoro fights Venus Vanjuro, and he's actually doing a solid job at first against Vanjuro, he's going to toss his blade aside, the Shodai, supposedly, and he's going to get his family-graded weapon, which is probably one of these world-grade weapons, and then Zoro's going to get the Shodai that way. And in his own way, he's going to get a supreme-grade blade, but then he's going to probably defeat a world-class weapon, thus surpassing Mihawk. I guess is going to be the route. I guess that's going to be the way to do this. Because I don't think he's going to break Graham. I don't think Sanji's going to break Longinus. I think that they're just going to defeat their opponent. If, like, we're going to make this class of weapons mean anything, I feel like it would be better saved later if, like, Zoro does get the Shodai from Ethan. And in that fight where Ethan pulls out his world-class weapon, Zoro actually shatters that weapon. That'd be cool. But also that begs the question, if you get a weapon, sword, to supreme grade, and it's not a black blade, can you then make it a black blade and then make it a world rank weapon? That'd be kind of cool. But also the weapon rank here may just be outside of the norm, maybe. Is Shanks scared of Emu? Lupin, probably. He's cautious. I'll give it a neutral stance, but he says we must prepare for war, which is crazy. But at the same time, he hasn't really done anything. If anything, he's still, like, telling every other party, hey, cool it. Cool it. Let's not fight. So, yeah. He's very hesitant to fight Emu. Adharin. Also doesn't help Usopp that Jinbei immediately after saying he felt Luffy's haki weakened. Yeah, that's also true. Yeah. Which also goes to show that, you know, Jinbei's haki is, I guess, Blackbeard impressive levels. Compared to Usopp feeling something is wrong, he really needs to work on his observation haki because Jinbei immediately knew. Yeah, like, if we're gonna have Jinbei and Usopp mention shit that's in the same vein of each other, why not have Jinbei make a comment, huh, you felt that too, Usopp? That must mean your observation haki is really impressive. Something of that note. And then Usopp, I have observation haki? Sorry, hold on. All right. But anyway, yeah. Again, simple dialogue choices that go a long way that Oda is... He's not doing, and it kind of pisses me off. It's like, have Jinbei make a comment. Oh, Usopp, you felt that. I guess your observation is actually pretty impressive. Simple. Easy. Nope. Oh, Oda. I'm also glad the weird shipper people were so wrong about Brook and Shuri. Yeah, I'm kind of glad too. She's like a daughter to me. Which makes sense, because he literally, like, saw her as a baby. I appreciate that, Brook. I appreciate that. And also, I'm kind of glad that the Ragnar agenda for Usopp is kind of dead, too. Right now, at least. The ship never made sense to me. Yeah, I kind of agree. Also, if Shuri dies because the contract's removed, although Oda could probably find the shenanigan there, she'll die anyways. There's nothing really for Brook, and he's already a skeleton, so yeah. But anyway, I do agree. The dollar thing, good. I do like how this gets rid of the argument that Imu went easy on Loki, since all the weapons are important. Not to mention, Imu actually blocked Loki with Maki instead of a palm like Luffy. Yes. Unfortunately, it looks more and more like the Loki fight is, in comparison to Luffy, more impressive. I would argue the argument I would say is that he actually has to summon the physical weapons out of his shadow pocket realm over here. And they aren't like these black constructs that he is forming with Maki, Omen, whatever. Hold on, let me see. Omen. Yeah, he descends. His tail also hasn't done a whole lot, but yeah, gives him the Omen, makes wings. He hasn't done that in a while either. Like, his cloud, part of his staff, summons a gun. Sanji and Zoro get fucking fatherized. Which maybe also goes to show how if Gaban does better than they do and he's injured, yeah, I guess they still have a long way to go. But yeah, like, he makes the fucking fire palm block instead of Luffy, which is just an open palm block. Big explosion. Garchomp over here. Maybe he's going to have, like, a mace, a Morningstar weapon, potentially. But yeah, like, Nemesis here is, like, a black construct. It's not, like, the genuine sword he brought out. He's using his polearm in connection with the fire emblem. Like, he's using a semblance of the weapon, but not the actual weapon itself. You get what I mean? So, there could be an argument here. If all of these weapons have special abilities or something, you only get them if you physically summon them out. So, exchanging his polearm later for the Void sword. And then after that, the life-taking sword. Yeah, like, he has a fucking chain ball over here, like Morningstar, so he's good with that. Guns, swords, axes. He probably is good with bow and arrows, all of it. And again, he literally had to block the goddamn Thorheim. He had to make a omen barrier around himself. And even admits, so thou art back. Even though he says to Luffy, Joy Boy would never be this weak. Makes this huge-ass ring, which he hasn't done against Luffy yet. Biblo. Which we'll probably get to soon. I just want to see all of his weapons again. Yeah, here we go. Thorheim, Sword of Wrath, Graham. Like, it's like this extra long, fiery polearm shit. But, like, he's not summoning the actual sword here. as just a Omen extension of the weapon. So it could be an inferior type of weaponry compared to actually summoning the whole thing. Out of the flashback. Yeah, then he comes in, punches Emu. That's like the most impressive thing that he did. Even Loki says that, but it didn't really mean much. Then Stigma, again, he summons a black construct version of Stigma, not the actual sword Stigma. Yeah. Again, I guess at here, Summers was still using his Thorn Whip Sword. Killingham was still using his Trident. He wraps his arm there, which does that. Yep. Glaive is still here. The bombs are still here. Omens, blah, 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 blah. Blocks him with an open palm. Black Stigma. But then he twirls it, and then he, like, pox it away. And then we got the Void Sword, an actual weapon, like his staff was. His staff was a true manifestation. So someone probably has the staff, then, of, like, the council, the Great Houses. Whose house was that? No idea. But unlike the black constructs, when you summon the actual weapons out, they probably have genuine properties to them, like this. Which, again, the Void Sword over here, I'm not too sure what this thing is doing, because it feels like it's the same exact thing that this sword is apparently doing, but I guess not. It's like two different swords. Yeah, like Fargna. It seems thou unable to move. The sword feeds upon thy life force. How many slashes? It seems that are unable to move. This sword feeds on your life force. How many slashes can you endure before perishing? Monkey D. Luffy, such a detestable name to Moo, and yet thou has two elder siblings, which I'm assuming this has to tie somehow into Joy Boy. So he points the sword at a tree branch, and it disintegrates away. So I'm imagining he was talking about this sword, Fargna, or Farg Arch, this Irish sword. So, like, what's the difference between this and the other blade? I can't really tell. I guess it's more, like, wind-oriented, because it's, like, the Netherworld Void Wind. Sure. Either way, they all have special abilities that I think you can only get if you literally summon the weapon out. He has technique variants of them when he uses Omen, but they have different properties when you actually bring them out, is the idea. So because of that, going back to the whole argument here, because he's bringing these weapons out against Luffy, you could make the argument that's a recognition on Luffy's power. Just saying. Just saying. Alright, anyway, sorry, let me get through these comments. Let me get through them. Loki lasting... I like how... Yeah. Loki lasting longer really does feel so different knowing after all the information that we've learned. Yeah. Kind of weird. Lupin. Maybe the sword has King's Hockey. Maybe, like some hockey knot type thing. Oden's Hockey. Again, dangerous waters, but yeah, could happen. I also like how Loki... Oh, hold on. It may also be Maki. Could be, yeah. Mimicry, kind of, to hockey. I also like how Loki, even while down, saying to Harajin that he wants to take Emu down, really makes me think we still might see a hybrid form. Yeah, we could. I mean, if we gotta run defense for Luffy, for him to do something, if Gabon, Harujin all have to step in, yeah, we could get a hybrid form still. There is hope yet. It's just, I would have liked to see it more in full glory than him injured, but okay. Plus a brother tag team combo would be sick. Yeah. Oh yeah, the sons of Harold come for their father's revenge. Definitely. And again, I've already accepted that Harujin's probably going to get Congress Haki. Do I think it's great? Not really. But him getting it, does it make sense in the long run? Probably. And if him and Loki tag team, they'll probably do like a brother hockey combo on him. I can see that. I have no idea how long Gabon can last. It shouldn't be that long. I mean, again, unless there is genuinely a gap still between Gabon and Sanji, like there's a noticeable gap because of how long he'll last. I mean, then again, like with Loki and Luffy, I think we gotta have a genuine conversation then on like how Oda's scaling these fucking Straw Hats right now. Because it kind of feels like we're walking steps back from how we were perceiving things initially, but... especially since he couldn't take down Harold with Shanks. Good point. All good points. And in theory, Imu should be stronger than Harold. In theory. Seeing how he's... Because again, this... Oh, God, the scaling. Because if you take it at face value... If Harold genuinely was as strong as Rocks, okay. A couple years later, he might be a little bit stronger. He then gets the Imu buff. The, what was it? The Deep Sea Covenant, and it powers him up, similar into what the Omen's doing right now, making him immortal or whatever. And Loki trounced him. If you take it at face value and then Harold didn't interfere in whatever way, you take that Loki then. It's been a couple years. Yeah, he's been chained, but it's been a couple years. And now, that same Loki is getting fucking diffed by Imu. Yeah, Imu's recognizing his power, but he's getting diffed. Like, I mean, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, Imu would be definitively way above than Roger, Shanks, and all of them. Because it's like, apparently, if you use, like, this simplistic scale, yeah, he's destroying everybody. So it's like, how the fuck do we beat him? How does Blackbeard... Oh, my Blackbeard... my Blackbeard agenda. Oh, how's it gonna work out? I don't know. I guess the Yami just hard counter, I guess. And maybe catch him while he's slipping. My prophecy is slowly becoming true. Usopp will be the last man standing. No, don't come true. We must negate this future at all cost. We must. Like Lloyd from the Greatest Estate Developer, we will change the future. I know we will. Oh, hold on. Oh, no, the chat reloaded. Fuck, no. Hold on. Okay. Definitely helping to stall. Yeah, it feels that way. I doubt Gabon will last more than Loki. He shouldn't last longer than Loki. If he does, we were really gonna have to talk about scaling, because Oda just said fuck scaling then, I guess. Which I know the non-scalers in the community are like, yeah, see, Oda doesn't give a fuck about scaling. One, that's not true. Two, then we have massive issues, because, like, what the fuck do we scale things by? How do we approach Luffy's journey to become the Pirate King, Zoro to become the world's greatest swordsman, because he's just throwing shit all over the place. I don't know how to gauge any of this. He shouldn't last longer than the next chapter. I would think so. Anything, he might last half a chapter, if that, realistically. Those axes are not even black. True. None of these weapons are so far black either. The chapter notes are nice. Yeah, they are a nice refresher. They are. I liked having them back. They don't always do those. And then will be a jump break. So 3 weeks. Oh my God, no. We have a 3-week break. So next week, the following week. Oh my God, dude. If this arc's going to be extensive, or like he's up his ass about how he said he was going to end this arc abruptly, but then he lied. Hey, this arc's gonna be extensive. Damn, we might be here until September, October. Because we gotta do the wrap-up shit, too. Alright, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Okay. Okay. Alright. Damn, 3 weeks? 3 weeks? Oh, fuck me, man. Oh, man. This chapter was a ton of fun to read. Yeah, no, this was a great chapter. It makes me think. It does make me think, and it was hyped as fuck. Some questions, but still, though, very good chapter. I just hate the fact that we have to go on break again. Toshigi never filling that dream. Never. I mean, the 12 supreme grades were already... They were already out of Toshigi's reach. Let's just be honest here. Like, if we want to speculate now... The 12. Rayleigh's sword, if you want to say, sure. The Shodai. I guess so. We now know Fujitora's sword is one of them. Cerberus, again, supposedly. Eclipse, Roxy Zabek probably is. Yoru, oh, the strongest blade in the world. I don't know about that one. Now I guess we gotta have to take Imu's weapons in general out of this, because they have their own shit. Whitebeard's, Murakumi, Griffin. Harold did mention his sword was a legendary status. We don't know what that means, but sure. Roger's sword. Garling's sword? Sure. So technically we still could be missing one sword. Or one weapon. She was never gonna get any of these. Now with this thrown into the mix. No. She is never... unless she goes into the Holy Land and... to help Zoro win against Ethan Van Juro, which would be fucking ass. Don't do that. She takes the swords off their throne, and then Imu and all the elders and God Knights, they lose their power. Like, our family blade! We can't use it anymore! Oh, that'd be bad. Oh, that would be so bad. Oh, man, that would be so bad. Oh, my God. And that's how Toshigi gets world-class blades. Oh, kill me. Yeah, she's never touching these blades. She's never touching these weapons. Never. Her child, her grandchild, will probably never touch these weapons. Unless she has a child with Zoro. That's never going to happen. Yeah. Toshigi's dream is an empty bluff dream. Imu defeats Mihawk easily? I mean, yeah, that wasn't even the question. Like, fuck the weapons and shit. That's for sure. But now it's like, whoo. Weapons Master Imu looking tough. Hesitor? Welcome to the stream. Yo, welcome. He phrases it as the weapon chosen is random. Yeah, kind of like Kite. Like, aha, yes. It is like he literally has a roulette wheel around him. I need to see the raws. I want to see, I want to see the translations and see what they're all saying. Akiran, I took that thing he said against Luffy more so as him being coy with Luffy, essentially making light of the situation. Oh, what, the brother thing? Maybe. It could be. I like to think there is some meaning here. Not just him saying, your brothers are fucking ass, just like you, but you're extra ass. I want to think there's something there. Yeah. I want to think there's, like, something deeper that Oda's trying to get at with him talking about Monkey D. Luffy and his brothers, his siblings, that are all troublemakers, but none of the other ones, except Ace, have a D in their name. But he also calls, obviously, Luffy Joy Boy a lot because of, well, obviously. So, it makes me think, shouldn't there be something more to this? You know. But it could just be him mocking, just saying, fucking idiot brothers. Pretending it was a random grab of an axe. It could be. But I do kind of like the idea more and more. Like, he is like Kite. He has a roulette wheel. He cannot choose his weapon. Like, it only appears to him, and then it's like, all right, I guess I'll use this. But because he's a weapon master, it doesn't really matter. It's like, I'm proficient in all this. I can school you all. What is this? Emu is injured by Loki. Luffy never did that too. Yep. It's not good. Listen, no matter how you slice it, the Loki Luffy agenda right now is fucking it's skewed. Loki joins the Straw Hats as new captain. Dope. Let's go. Dual captainship. Finally. Luffy needs to learn some humility right here. Absolutely. Totally gonna happen. Adherin, that's just conjecture at this point. Realistically, they could have all the powers in flame form. He seems to have them all be flames when he wants to shape and change them. Yeah, again, like, I think the idea is that he is using Omen to mimic their power and to call upon them, but not in their full forms, because I think if he summons them in their full forms, they're going to be actual metal and whatnot. So his pole arm that he uses previously, whatever, if that has a name, if we see it again against Luffy or a Omen attack, don't be surprised, because it's like, yeah, it could be just think of it as like Luffy's Gear 1 techniques versus Luffy's Gear 4 techniques. They're all, like, traces of what they are, but Gear 4 is more complicated, and you can do more intricate things with that. That's how I view, like, the Omen versions of that, of the swords and weapons and not. They're more intricate ways of using these weapons, but they probably don't have their abilities. Like Fargna, if we see, like, a Omen variant of that, does that absorb life force? Probably not. Just probably does whatever Omen does. Does Stigma, if we see Stigma, does that latch on immediately to whoever's targeting it? Not too sure. It wouldn't make sense they lose power. I don't think they have their certain abilities. Like, he's literally saying this sword has the ability to drain life force. Like, whatever these swords or weapons can do, I don't know if they have all of their assets to them. So far, the only thing that kind of looks like they might have it is Graham, because Graham's, like, extra long, and then it shrinks. That's about it. Yeah. So it's fair to say, like, I think he's using Omen to mimic the powers, but maybe not fully until they're summoned, would be the idea. Would be a weird limitation. Yeah, but a limitation nonetheless. Because, again, he's like, the trade-off is he doesn't have the full abilities of these weapons. Like, let's say Graham is like Gin Ichimaru's sword. It can extend. It can contract. It has a high speed variation of his extending, where it's like, and it hits Zoro like that. Emu never did any of that. Or whatever. All it did was make his pole arm extra long. And that's it. So, Stigma, if we get Stigma, it might track, like, the ability, but it can also do something else on top of that. So I think that's okay, because the trade-off is Emu can be more versatile with his variations and stuff with whatever weapon. So, like, if he, for example, if he wanted to do a Stigma with his axe, he would coat the axe in his Omen, and then, like, he could, like, almost like Vanderdecken, throw his axe, and it would lock on. That would be cool, because now you're using the power of the axe with a Omen-esque ability of Stigma. That's cool. You're essentially comboing the weapons together. I think from limitations comes creativity, but that could be me. And again, could be conjecture. Sort of like his punch with Luffy changing his arm properties to elongate his head. Yeah, similar to that, for sure. Yeah, some characters' dreams are just unreachable. Yeah. Yeah. Is Zoro injured? He's huffing. He's scratched. Kind of like Sanji is from the last chapter. I don't know. I do not know. But at the end of he's injured from Emu and Sanji. So they're not at their peak, but they're going to get stronger in the fight of it. So I guess it doesn't ultimately matter too much. But nonetheless, it's still crazy that like Summer's got that much of a crazy fucking jump. Same thing for Killingham. Like they're that much better than they were before. Because they not only got like the Omen super strength, not only do they have hockey loans over here, not only all that, they also get their family weapons, and their family weapons can do crazy stuff too. Yeah, Emu's powers are pretty good. Pretty good. I would definitely say Emu injured both Zoro and Sanji, though. His Germa gene should help out. Maybe. Yeah. Was he in defense mode? Not too sure, but it could. At that point, it's just justifying why Luffy did worse while nerfing Emu's usage of his weapons when it hasn't been told to be used in that case. Yeah, again, I'm throwing out a hypothesis, a argument's sake of if you wanted to view it that way. At the end of the day, Emu got injured by Loki. Luffy hasn't done that yet. So it's not a perfect argument, and it doesn't cover everything. But you could use that as an argument of, well, he has to bring out his weapons. Now, a counter argument I would accept is that, well, he's clearly just playing a fucking game with Luffy right now. He's like, ooh, roulette time. What weapon is it? Ooh, this weapon. This one's a fun one. So you could say, like, he's just dunking on Luffy because he can. That's a good counter argument right there. It's like, he's not bringing them out because he needs to. He's doing it just to have fun. Yeah, totally make that argument. It'd be different if it was stated to us. I get that. I'm reading into a potential reason why. Like, again, if we ever see Stigma, is it going to be something similar to what we saw or going to be very different? I don't know. But it could be a possibility with Oda. It could be. Like, again, if in the upcoming fight with Luffy or whoever, he has his axe right now, the Divine Executioner axe. If he uses Stigma on the axe, and the axe has some other ability to it, chucks it with Stigma, does it lock on? Maybe. But is that Stigma's ability? Either way, this was a crazy chapter. So, once more, let's do a quick rundown before we end it. So, we have the legendary trio monkey in the cover. Pretty neat. Luffy getting injured as fuck, which, yeah, I guess no shenanigans here. Usopp getting a hockey moment, which is kind of nice, but at the same time, doesn't feel like it's going to go anywhere. Jinbei is noticing Luffy's getting weaker too. Brook and Shuri are having their moment, but it looks like Shuri also is not going to fight. So it's like, what are we doing with the Straw Hats? Are we going to have an Oars moment? Not too sure. Brook's all up in Ragnir's face because he feels like he's trying to take her out. Oda has Harijin and Gerd here. Again, nice shot. To help Loki out, maybe, and also to get ready for a upcoming brotherly fight. We had Harold be told to go away because there's nothing much he could have done against the Rain God, but it feels like someone should do something about that. Whatever. Again, Emu pulls out more swords, whether or not because he needs to or just having fun with them. Whatever. The swords have various abilities, and we also get in this chapter that is confirmed that they are belonging to different members of the 19 families that joined. I wonder if the Nefertaris have a legendary weapon, potentially. Emu talks about Luffy's brother, if I can speak. He talks about Luffy's brother in the name of D, talking shit, but does it go anywhere outside of that? We'll see. Gets gored again by another sword. They talk about red hair and how they said they have to prepare for war and they have to be careful because you need to have a proper payback, which goes to show you that Shanks might be getting ready for war, but even still, after all these years, he's not ready yet. He's not ready, or he's getting ready to. And he talks about how there is a king of the world to them, which adds a lot of questions into there. How does he find that out? He even says the power of the king is very impressive, but they don't believe it, which, again, speculations on Shanks' credibility go up against Emu. Talks about rocks. Loki's going to do whatever the hell he wants. Shanks thinks about that. Then a few years, he left the country, wasn't able to make it far, whatever that means. If the king of the world is really here to play, then this could be our chance. Harajin suggests that they're going to fight him together. He might have lost an eye, which is kind of cool. Jinbei just posing up as per usual. Nami and Usopp talking about like this potential king of the world and what that means. Brooke has that nice moment with Gunko. Very nice. Robin, out of nowhere, says, hey, come on, Chopper. You're not needed here. Let's go talk to Biblo, a side quest over here, which, to be fair, we could get some cool stuff. More weapons are being shown. The Butcher's Axe over here. Get some Zoro fighting insight over here. Dragon Damnation. I did want to see, is this the technique that he used against King? Dragon Damnation. I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, this is Ryuma's technique too. I didn't even know about that. Okay. Oh. Yeah, this is the technique that he uses against King. So, wow. Oh my god. Oh, people are going to go nuts. So, Dragon Damnation's out. Nothing. Again, speculating now that Omen also gives out Maki buffs. Insane. We learn about the 19 families and their vow to pledge loyalty of equality, quote unquote. We learn about some of the weapons. The Void Sword, Nemesis, Longinus, Graham, Stigma, Muramasa. You see that one. The 19 world weapons, which maybe implies we have now a rank above the Supreme grade. But yeah, you know, Summers talks about the power of Omen and how they're like in a league of their own. Shows off his family weapon, which is Graham. We have the Rim family's weapon, which is Longinus. Sanji, you might be cooked. Imu's about to get fucking choppy with Luffy over here. Gabon comes in, as some people also said, though he's not going to go save his kid. Okay? But what is he really going to do? I don't know. We're going to have a break next week. We might be back with another chapter after that, but then apparently we have more breaks coming in our future. Delightful. Delightful. Yeah. Okay. Pretty good chapter. Pretty good chapter. Let me just make sure there's no last minute comments. If not, we'll be signing out. Good conversations, though. Very excellent conversations. Everyone's opinions, except mine are facts. Everyone's opinions on these matters are very fascinating. I like the takes that people were talking about. Again, I am making conjecture, yes, on how the weapons are potentially used and not used. I could be wrong. Maybe. I gotta bounce, but thank you for the stream. Take care and enjoy the rest of your night. Yeah, you too, man. Thank you guys for coming out. But make sure anyone that leaves, you like the stream. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Join me and give me your oaths of fealty. Give me your weapons, your sacred weapons, and I will use them in the heat of combat if I need to. Do it. Join me. And also, comment down below. Check about this chapter. Yep, Lupin, take care, man. Take care. Hell yeah. All right. With that, we'll wrap up today. Tomorrow, again, I'm thinking I'm going to try and play Final Fantasy VII some more. Because I hope we're almost done with the original story. Yeah, we'll see. But we should basically be done, is the idea. All right. Until then, take care. Be safe. Stay hydrated. And again, if you don't believe in yourself, I do. Just remember that. I am out here believing in you. This is going to be a year. Try. Till then, everyone. See ya.